your TV?
That's the best seat in the house. I would say, especially right now. I think that all those people gathered in the buildings and all of you gathered around your TV are looking up here because with us we have a big star, Clay Aiken, the star of Spamalot here on Broadway.
Yeah, I'm looking down here. I don't know how anybody can see anything. They're like piled 25 deep.
I know.
Street. I've never seen so many people in my life.
Have you ever seen the parade before, live?
I have. I actually was in it several years ago. Nice and warm. That particular year. It's not so warm today.
I know.
And I thought we were going to be inside. So I'm freezing. I wore my nice sweater and I had to wear my jacket on top of it.
So, you know, do you consider yourself a New Yorker now, still from, where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina, and as you can tell, I don't have the New York accent, so, I mean, I like New York. I've actually found myself kind of falling in love with it a little bit, and so I'm comfortable here, and I like it quite a bit, so, I don't consider myself a New Yorker because this southern accent, this redneck accent.
Yeah, kind of a giveaway. You don't talk like this yet. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I
look
like
at this. We have Abby Kadabi. I know this because I'm the mom of a 3-year-old. Now you're a new dad. How old is your son now?
He's 3.5 months.
3.5 months.
So we haven't gotten into the cartoon, but he does watch TV a lot, which is like his dad, I guess.
Hasn't discovered Abby Kadabi and the gang from Sesame Street, Elmo, Big Bird, but they're huge.
You know, Abby is, of course, a 3-year-old Muppet, the first female Muppet to join the cast in 13 years.
Breaking the glass ceiling, Abby Kadabi, for female Muppets everywhere.
18 million in one class now, just about 56 feet tall, 37 feet wide now, just about 48 feet high again. It's overwhelming, isn't it?
How many people would it take to use to carry them?
Well, you know, it's interesting you should ask that. How many people it takes? It ranges from the size of the balloon, but you can have upwards of 80, 100 people beginning to move those balloons.
And have they ever let one go?
The wind has.
Really?
The wind has wreaked havoc on the balloons, which is why we're so lucky this year.
Very nice to watch.
I just want to see that thing take off and land in Indiana somewhere.
In North Carolina, your family's in.
Hey, Clay, should we give a shout out to the Meister family in Baltimore, Maryland
right now? Friends of ours from the early show.
Absolutely.
Who was a producer, Jill Meister, and then her family and Art are watching somewhere.
What's the connection?
You know, she's a friend of mine. She's a producer on the early show.
Right.
When I was leaving Idol years ago, I was coming back, and she came to get me from Idol, and I fell asleep on the plane. I was so tired, and I just fell over into the aisleway, and she was across the aisle, and all night long, instead of waking me up, she kept having to help lift me so they could pass the tray by. So we became good friends at that point.
You've come such a long way since Idol. I saw you last week in Spamalot, and I'm not surprised because I didn't know you could act so well. You're funny. You're like a comedian, Clay. No, I wouldn't say that.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I really have had a great time. The people are great to work with, and it's been fun.
But Clay, if you have to, tie yourself to something, is it theater that you like? Is it still recording? Is it performing? Where do you...
I mean, I like the performing aspect of everything, and being able to get up there and act, stupid or funny or be able to sing is fun. I've really enjoyed everything I've done, and we haven't really stuck with one thing at all over the last several years, and that's kind of made it fun. And I think keeping it fresh and new is most of the fun.
As I watched you, I thought, I wonder how they do this every single night, and still seem so enthused and so into it and so joyful.
If you thought I guess I'm a better actor than I thought I was. No, that show Spamalot is so funny, and it changes every single night in a way. I mean, the people in the cast are very talented, and they're able to do something different every night and keep it fresh. So I find myself, laughing during the show at nights because they'll change it up and do something completely different, and so that makes it fresh every night.
Clay, as we look down at all the smiling children down there, you now have a brand new child of your own. Has it changed your perspective on life and what's important as we look at this Thanksgiving holiday?
I think so, and I think I was having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day about how powerful it is to actually not just have someone else that you have to think about and whatnot, but the things that I do and how I really am not so worried if I get certain things for myself now. I really want to make sure that he has them. And so you really have to think about leaving something behind, and the world is not for me, it's for him, and it's it's kind of freaky. I really wanted to be selfish forever, but I don't get to be anymore.
It's not about you anymore.
You really think about what's going to happen after I'm gone, and it is things. So
well, happy Thanksgiving to you. you and Parker and your whole
Happy Thanksgiving
family.
to you.
Good to see you again, Clay, and continued best of luck to you and your family.
Thank you very much.
Hey, we got a lot more ahead. We've got more stars, more parade, more
Look, Hello
great
Kitty.
stuff. Hello, Kitty.
Hello, Kitty.
Goodbye, folks. We'll see
Just
you
for
again in
now.
just a couple of seconds right here. You're watching the Thanksgiving Day.